See. What's good, C. Lee? I'm trying to put you in the microphone real quick. What's good? What's good? We got one vote. Somebody said they do understand women. How you understand women? Which way do you understand women? The title of this video, though, is something completely different. So let's get into that real quick. Let's get to that off the rip. My whole point is I'm going to go live now. So we're not live at like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. What's good? What's good? Happy Saturday. What's good? So the title of this video is what you call. Hold on. Man. Make sure this light is right. Title of this video: Never compromise with women. Never compromise with women, man. This is some real game right here. Y'all might not think everything I say is golden. I'm sure many of y'all don't. But this right here is important, man. The title is Never Compromise with Women. Do this instead. What's good? What's good? So listen, title of this video, Never Compromise with Women. Do this instead. So, Cold Red, what's going on? Happy B-Day to your sis, but follow me on Instagram, game like Will30 and things like that. Subscribe to the channel and things like that. I'm a lifestyle and dating coach. This is a dating channel. If y'all have any problems in your dating life, anything going on, anything y'all want to share, anything y'all want to talk about as far as dating and lifestyle, just put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But never compromise with women. Do this instead. And this is for the fellas out there, though. So, in life, what's going to happen for you fellas out there is that there's going to be women, right? There's going to be women. And this is one thing I need y'all to really digest. Because a lot of guys grew up, even me, like I grew up, my friend group, of course there was women around. They come in and out of the friend group, or they come outside, or they come mingle with the guys and shit like that. But a lot of guys don't really accept women for who they are. So I want to start right there in that sweet spot. They don't really accept the true nature of women, and that's where the red pill phenomenon has came from, where guys feel like they hate women, um, and stuff like that. Like I never felt like I hated a woman, but that goes with what we're saying today. You understand women? Explain yourself. How you? Why do you think you understand women? Um, So never compromise with women. Do this instead. So in life, there's going to be women, and not only are there going to be women in your school, principals, teachers, police officers, guidance counselors. I mean, goddamn, women are fucking flooding the fucking system. So the average guy is going to be below average. He's not even going to be average, but the average guy is going to be below average, and that's what's going on in the new generation and things like that. Guys have no standards. They have no ability to navigate the seas of the ocean of this world and really just, be a captain and guide their life in the right direction and really, be that guy that they want to be for themselves. And that flows outwards. People see that. You don't have to explain yourself. People see that shit. 50-50 on the poll. Man, y'all gotta explain it in the chat because I feel like y'all be lying when y'all say y'all explain y'all understand women. Y'all be lying like a motherfucker. And that's another thing, man. Stop lying. Like you're not going to get better with women by saying some stupid shit that's not true. Bowley says confidence will always trump looks and monetary value. And if some people only care about that, you don't want those people. Not Human says women are right. I just want more out of life, gang. See, that's some weird shit. Why would you come into a dating channel and say some weird shit like that? Not human. But that's the point that I'm making tonight, man. And this is why guys are gonna always forever and forever not be sexy at all. Because people do stupid shit. But just stay on tack. Let's get this message across before we go off the rail, off the road. Shout out to Seedy in there though, Seedly. So a couple of y'all saying stuff. Steve said, make sure y'all subscribe right now. There's 9 people in here. I should have 9 subscribers. Y'all all should subscribe. I'm a lifestyle dating coach. I'm dropping nothing but game all winter long. You know what I'm saying? So as long as y'all are snuggled up with no bitches and cuddling your own arms like this and watching my videos, hey, you're going to see a transition in your life when it comes to getting more women. You're going to start, oh shit, I could call shorty, or I could do this, or I could do that. I literally had a chick calling me while I was hopping on here. Like I'm hopping on here, doing the title, doing the thumbnail, and the chick's calling me. I'm like, damn, I can't pick up because I'm about to go live. You feel me? I'm not even about to pick up right now. You talking about you want more out of life? You need to subscribe to this channel. You know what I'm saying? Because not saying my life is exactly where I want it to be, but it's not where I don't want it to be either. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about that. But let's get back to the main topic, because this is exactly why I know I'm gonna keep getting more women, more success, and more money because of this mindset I got. So never compromise with women. Do this instead. This is the fucking point, fellas. Listen, there's gonna be we live in a world, and the world is like an ocean of different animals in the fucking world. And I always talk about geographics. You may live in a town, a state. I mean, of course you do. You live in a state, a town, a city, a town, a neighborhood, and then a house in that neighborhood. And the average guy, like I said, he's so average, he's not even communicating with people. You know what I'm saying? The average guy is isolated. He's not talking to anybody. He doesn't have social diplomacy. He doesn't have game. Now, here's the crazy part. Women are going to see that before like the average guy she's going to sniff it out. She's going to sense it or sniff it out. Whatever way we want to put that. Sniff, sense, we could use both words. She's going to sense that. See, the average guy, like I said, he doesn't have great communication skills. He doesn't really know how to communicate effectively. Hold on, let me see what y'all talking about real quick, because I keep getting sidetracked. But before we read what Brad just said right there, never compromise with women. Do this instead. Okay, so instead of compromising with women, because what's going to happen is at least 50 to 70 or 80% of women in the general public, in the world, in the United States of America, let's just say a very high number of them are going to, when you step out into the world in the dating game and you start talking to more women, this as a ritual, as a pattern, as a routine, what you're going to see is there's more women who will crash out. Well, I'll give you a list. Crash out, hate, go against. And I want y'all to imagine, like, if you had a daughter that's just a badass daughter. Say you got a daughter and she's just bad. Like, your daughter just don't listen. You know what I'm saying? She's hard-headed. She don't want to listen. She'll rather, oh, I'm calling mom. I don't want to live with you anyway. You know, all that type of shit. The average woman is that way. Just like the average guy for the last 30 years is rebellious. It's the same thing on both sides. But see, like I said, the average guy has bigger problems, because at least she could be rebellious and still be fucking anytime she want. The guys can do the same thing, actually, but the average guy is not only rebellious, but he's rebellious and a loser. So now that's two different things. But this is why we're doing what we're doing. The reason why the average guy, is nothing wrong with being somewhat rebellious in life, but there's something wrong with being a loser. Now, why do I say never compromise with women and do this instead? Well, your rebellious nature is actually a blessing from God. So you're supposed to rebel when a woman's trying to tell you how or when y'all are going to link up, who's going to come meet who. Like, there's one chick I'm texting right now. She's telling me, you're going to come to me first. I'm telling her, no, you're going to come to me first. And that's the conversation. So never compromise. Hold on real quick. That's some bullshit, dog. Like, as soon as you go live, my nigga, never compromise. Never compromise on anything. That's my point in this video. This video ain't even gonna be long, probably like an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. But just never compromise, because they think you want sex. And that's where the compromise comes in. That's where their mind is like, okay, they have like this slate of thought. Like, they think that no matter how good you look, or no matter where you come from, or you just a nigga. That's the template for their success, which the success that they don't have with men. But they will stay in that frame of thinking. And then the average guy has the same lens on his eyes, and his lens says, I do want pussy, I do have to compromise, and I do have to change who I am to fit into the shit that she's you know, that she thinks. Because if I don't compromise, then she's going to poof and disappear or something. And it's the wrong choice that men make, because really, when you don't compromise for prolonged periods of time, not only might she come back or realize or sober up from her emotions and realize that you are a man and she is a woman, because that's really what they got fucked up most of the time. But she can go kick rocks for 5 months to a year, and you can just have a better life without the bitch. You know what I'm saying? So hold on. I'm live on YouTube. You heard?
Wait, I gotta pee.
You heard what I said? You heard what I said?
I can't hear anything. The toilet is run.
I said I'm live.
What?
I said I'm live, so if you yell, they're gonna hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. So never compromise, because everything under the sun is built for the compromise. And people think, or been conditioned to think, guys been conditioned to think, if I compromise, that woman is gonna come in, it's gonna be smoother or easier, or the texture of this connection that I'm trying to make with her is gonna be more of a smoother road or something like that. And really, it's already dead before it started. It's already dead. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't be. See, people are saying building rapport with women is bad, or it's a stupid thing to try to do. And I disagree with that, because if it's the right woman, rapport is going to be. I mean, I disagree and agree, because rapport is a fundamental concept. Like, let's not act like rapport is not important. Like, gas is important to a car. However, if you gotta try to build rapport, that's where you're doing too much, because that woman's intentions could be rotten or wrong in the beginning. So if you're trying to build rapport with me and my intentions is just to fuck you or just to use you, then I'm going to use you, because you're trying to build rapport and our intentions are not aligned. Now, if the whole goal of dating is to find people who you genuinely agree with in life and y'all see the world the same way and all that good stuff, then rapport should be already an ingredient that is already infused in the situation. So, as a man, compromising would never even make a real manifestation in your reality, because what are you compromising on? If you see something you want, you walk up to her, you talk to her, y'all both match on the app or whatever, and then things progress because you're leading the way. The moment you say, "Hey, I want you to come see me," and she said, "No, you should come see me," that is the beginning of the end. There's no compromising. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no such thing. Because even if you compromise, that's the worst decision. So I'd rather 90 times out of 100 you stand up for yourself and be like, "Nah, I'm good," or it's all good or whatever. Just let the shit snap off. You know what I'm saying? Just let the shit snap off, because it's the beginning of the end. Steve said the topic isn't talked about. The topic isn't talked about, and the fact that you're bringing up means you got wisdom. I respect that. Shout out from the Samoan Islands. This topic is not talked about. I appreciate you, Steve. Real talk. Make sure you subscribe. That's my point, man. The topic. That's my goal for all of December, is to bring up topics that are intricate. Not just surface like stupid shit, but like and talk about it in a way where I feel achieved after I'm done talking about it. Because somebody just inboxed me some dating shit. Listen, um, talk about it in a real way because everything I'm doing is real. I'm not. This ain't fake. Like I just gave y'all an example of like some messages that are happening in my phone, and then also I have successful or more, gradually good situations going on simultaneously. That's the thing about dating. You're gonna always be running across both types of women all the time. The ones who are stubborn, the ones who wanna tug on your, tug of war with you and things of that nature. And then you got the ones that are actually attracted to you. Because I'm not here to say the ones that don't tug of war don't find you sexy physically, but they may think you a square, or they may think something you can't read their mind. And that's what women get off on, the fact that you can't read their mind. You know what I'm saying? They'll dance in between that invisible line right there all day. But when you dealing with somebody who is assertive and know what they want and what they don't want, it just kills it so completely. Like, it exterminates the whole situation, because I'm not gonna deal with dishonor at any point. Um, Addison was good. She said, "Hi, so my friend Jen is having some relationship trouble. Can you please support Jen's side?" uh, Let me know what's going on. I can't really support anything that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Nick says, "What's up, brother? You got what you got to say tonight? Because every dating app has actually became Tinder. Every dating app has not became Tinder. That's the thing, man. You got to try the ones that work. Just like anything else. Like, if I'm a dating coach, right? Lifestyle coach. If I go to a mechanic, I can't tell him what's right and what's wrong and this and that. I have to ask, yo, what do you know about this and what don't you know about that? Because I don't know shit about cars. I literally don't. And, I have a want to know more about cars, but I really just don't. You know what I'm saying? But if I took that study, if I took that class, I would know the basics. Dating apps are not bad or good. Your photos are probably bad. People say the bio don't really matter in my opinion that much, but bio probably bad, and then you're not swiping every single day. Like like the same way you supposed to wake up and brush your teeth or pray. Thank you for the love. You supposed to pray or drink water. That's the same way you supposed to swipe every day on dating apps. Because you got to take the approach in life, especially when it comes to dating or connections or relationships, that you're gonna run into more people like the chick I was talking about than not. Because it is true. Uh, it's more people who are stuck in their ways than not. I'm stuck in my ways, and I'm only becoming more stuck in my ways. Not saying it's a bad thing, but if you're not compatible, you're not compatible. That's one thing. You can do two things at once. You could become more stubborn yourself while simultaneously still accepting reality, because you could live reality is stubborn, if that makes sense. Like, so most people are too flexible or loose in their thinking, and that's what this compromise stuff I'm talking about really is. Because you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Like I said, a chick could banter with you, tease you, or talk shit, and it doesn't hit the same because she's just playing. But a chick could say something to try to upload negativity into your subconscious and then act like she was just playing. That's two different things. But you gotta be talking to enough women to know which one it was. You gotta be studying women and studying biology to know where she was coming from, because they look identical on the surface. You know what I'm saying? But you can tell. If you study dating or people, you could see, like, oh, I could tell her intentions was flawed when she said that, because she never was really around me long enough to even say no shit like that. That's disrespect. unless instead of somebody who you might have knew for 3 weeks or 2 months, and you tease them sometimes. So now she just saying something back because you teasing her and she teasing you back, whatever the case. Um, but like I said, everybody's different. That's the reason why compromising makes no sense. Compromising makes no sense because everybody different. So if I compromise for this chick, I gotta compromise for the next chick too. I know y'all seen a pimp before or some TV show. A guy got a bunch of chicks on the screen with him, and then he got everything on lock. And then one chick gets out of pocket, and now the other chick look at that chick, and now she want to get out of pocket. Why do they? Why that always happens? Because if you compromise, if you check that first chick, then them other chick not gonna do that because it's like water under a bridge. It's like who cares about that chick that did that stupid shit? But if that guy don't see the importance of removing that toxic out of that toxin out of the situation, then it'll be more disrespect coming his way. You know. So I said a lot, but whatever y'all take from that, y'all take. But you shouldn't compromise. It makes no sense. It makes zero sense. The more you know about yourself, the less compromising you can even do. It wouldn't even make any sense at all. That's what I'm trying to say. The less you know yourself, the more it's like the you're loosely thinking. So you're trying to figure things out. So you're in like a bad territory anyway. If you just started trying to talk to women and you don't know what you're doing, whatever, like a chick could ask you, what's your non-negotiables in dating or whatever, what's some stuff you won't tolerate. I'm able to name that fast, 4 or 5 different things, give her 4 or 5 different things, and then tell her, text me. If we're on a dating app, here's my number, text me. Why? Why would I do that? Because here's the thing about people y'all gotta understand. You got the back and forth talk that we can do. Like a woman will ask you, oh, um what's your non-negotiable? Like what's some things you like, red flags or things that you wouldn't tolerate in a woman? Now she's doing 2 things at once. She's asking a real question, maybe, but she's doing something bigger than that, which is taking the steering wheel and controlling the conversation. Now, I'll answer the question, but then I'm still going to lead by giving my number, telling her to text me, because as I tell you, I don't like combative women. I don't like disrespectful women, and I answer her question. I'm going to give you my number so that because a chick could take that and then she'll not text you and be like, oh, let's just stay on this dating app, because her whole mask just fell off because I told her to text me. You know what I'm saying? Or a chick could say, I understand what you're saying, and then text you because she's really interested. Are you really asking that? Or, I'm just saying, it's like the compromise exposes everything, both ways, for both genders. If the man compromises, it exposes he has no spine. If the woman compromises, it doesn't expose that she don't have no spine, but they're trained to think that. So then you know who you're dealing with, either a bot or a real woman. Um, because a real woman is not playing games, just like a real man ain't playing games. So it's like, and then they know you're real by your willingness to walk away, and to not be like doing it because some pickup artist told you that it's cool, but to do it because it's like a genuine decision, and there might not be no second chances with that decision, because another chick's gonna take your spot, period. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no really other way to describe that. How do we know that Jesus identified as man? Did anyone ever ask him? Nah, hell no. Level Up said, Dojo said, hello from Cincinnati, Ohio, brother. It was good, man. Nick said, if you actually want to go out, then go out to the bar or wherever people gather and try to meet somebody. Where you go to meet women is your own personal business, Nick. And that's another thing y'all gotta realize, cause people will go where everybody else at and not even get nothing that anybody getting, or they could go everywhere else everybody get and then end up with what everybody else got. You know what I'm saying? So you really don't. I don't think that's the best advice. Uh, that's like the that's like staying in the house and going to do that are like twins, because you might get some box, but it might be the wrong box. Like it might not be. There might be something wrong with the box. You know what I'm saying? Or it might be, it's a lot of variables. So the answers is not as simple as y'all make them sometimes. You just need more experience in general with how you connect to the world. It's not even about going to a club. It's just because you can stay in the house when you got a lot of game. You can stay in the house all day and talk to more women than people who at the club. That's why it's so crazy. Uh, See, local said, "Wait, hold up. What is Sharpie spinning?" He's saying women might be God or something. God might be a goddess or something. And yeah, that would be interesting. That'll be interesting. Not human said, "Laugh my ass off. Gang money more important. More important than what? Than not compromising? I don't think so. I doubt it. I'm sure that's not true. That's your personal opinion. Exactly. He said you'll never lose a woman chasing money. You'll lose money chasing women. Well, that's tricky territory as well, because a woman could bring you a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Um, how about I put it this way for you? You can't learn how to talk to women by going chasing money, but you could learn how to get money by talking to women. So it go both ways. You know what I'm saying? By learning how to talk to and socialize, you can make billions of dollars. So it go both ways. People have a negative taste in their mouth, no diddy, about chasing women because they're framing it as chasing instead of just talking to or getting to know or experiencing them. You know what I'm saying? So if you're scared of women, then just gonna scare you to go chase just money. And when you're gonna get money, you're gonna realize you're still scared of women or don't know how to handle or deal with women or people in general. And then realizing people could take your money and rob you or do something to you for your money is the worst case scenario. So, I mean, people just, there's no way to escape character building. You know what I'm saying? Character building is really what 80 to 90% of my content is really about. You know what I'm saying? When I say don't compromise, it does, because it doesn't make any sense. I said never compromise with women, do this instead. What you want to do, and let me get back to that main point. What you want to basically do is become a master of your focus and attention. So, like I said, if I'm texting a chick and I tell her, "Hey, when we gonna chill? You should pull up this day," whatever I say, and she just start acting like life is just Atari or Nintendo, or this is everything's just, we just got time to blow. Like we just could just talk on the phone or do things her way or whatever the case may be. She's basically pushing her chips to the table and saying, "I believe that you're gonna compromise, nigga, cause I got pussy." And what's crazy is that she might not be saying just literally that, but um, most guys are going to take it that way. If they think, because most guys aren't even they're gonna compromise in the first place, so they're not gonna really even look at it um consciously at all. They're gonna be mad. I'm not even mad. I'm not mad. I never get bitter. I get better at every situation under the sun. If How can a woman make me bitter? You can't. But what I'm saying is, never compromise. Do this instead. Use your focus as a flashlight. Imagine you had a flashlight on your forehead like this symbol right here. So we do. We have a third eye. We have something right here anyway. And that thing can become flustered by negative interactions. So what can happen is when you hit up women and they act weird or funny money, or act like we're both standing our ground, which is fucking demonic in my mind, right? In most men's mind, then that's a clear indicator you need to eject from that respect. You need to eject from the respect that you might have had or was about to give or have for that person. And when you do that, it's like a socket, or I don't know how to explain it. Like it's like unplugging from a socket. There's a literal ejection that you have to do because women know that the average guy is not conscious of his consciousness. He's not conscious of the energy he put out. He's easily vampirism, or however you say it. He's easily vamped. So this is the game right here that I'm trying to say. Compromising is deeper than saying yes or no to what she's asking of you. Compromising is you stressing or feeling something tied to that woman. That's compromising. You don't have to, women know this. You don't have to overtly say out your mouth, hey, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna come see you first. Or you don't have to say, what's wrong with you? You don't have to make a complaint like or you don't have to say something like, why you think I'm gonna come see you? You don't have to say anything that might signal that you care. Because that's what they're looking for. They're either looking for you to listen, which they're typically not even really looking for that necessarily, but they'll take that, or they'll take or look for a feeling or a sensitivity to what she's doing, a anger, a pain point. Oh damn, all women act like this, man. I can't stand women now, man, because that reminds me of Bertha and Jackie, man. These women, man, they all act the same, man. I'm gonna go chase money, man. I'm gonna do something different, man. I gotta get better, man. Any type of energetic nuance that don't belong there, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not cold enough. You haven't been there so many times. You're not understanding that they feed off of energy, even if it's a millisecond of it, even if it's a pinch of it, which means that the average woman is going to beat the average guy every time, because it's almost nearly impossible to not give a fuck about somebody you're trying to talk to when they make a decision to act this way, act that way, because you put output into trying to talk to that person. This is why talking to 15 women a day actually makes the most sense. People might hear that and be like, man, he's crazy. What the fuck? I'm not doing that, blah, blah, blah. But it really makes the most sense, because in terms of compromising, you bring that your level of compromise goes way down. You mitigate that compromise level way down, because you're talking to enough women. And when I say talking to, you don't have to be in deep conversations with 4 to 5 different women. Obviously, just connecting and talking and chatting, chopping it up, trying to link up, trying to set something up. Nothing's new under the sun. That should be your reality every day. Whether it's a date or just telling her to come over, but I believe y'all should just be trying to have them come over. But yeah, you know. And when I say trying to have them come over, again, be aware of the energy you're putting into these women, because no woman is actually holistically reliable unless y'all, like I said yesterday, y'all think the same way. If y'all don't think the same way, then you haven't vetted her at all. Most guys are vetting to see if she's, do you know how to cook? Do you know how to clean? That's surface level shit. I know how to cook and I know how to clean. My nephew know how to cook and clean. When I was 8 years old, I didn't know how to cook, but I'll put some fucking Tostitos in the microwave if I had to. You see what I'm saying? So every woman's capable of the shit that most guys ask for stupid shit. Man, that woman got to cook. She got to do this. Okay, it's cool to bring that up sometimes because it sounds good on paper. So sometimes just by saying that, it's funny, it's humorous. Like, man, I need a bitch that could cook. But You don't. You need a bitch that y'all brains work the same way so that she's gonna cook. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. Because anybody could cook. Human beings in large can cook. Not saying it's gonna taste good, but you see what I'm trying to say. But if a woman requires you to compromise and it's only the first couple of days of talking to her, something's going on. Something's bad happening. Something's bad happening because she should not be doing that shit. But let's see. Where my pen go? My pen have. Oh, let me see. I don't know, man. If someone was ignoring me for money, I would leave them. That's what I'm saying. Don't make sense. That's another. That's a. You know what that is? That's a excuse because you women keep making you compromise and you don't know what to do about it. So you're like, I'm gonna just go get money. Ain't nothing wrong with getting money, but to do it because women are bullying you, that's the wrong, in my opinion. That's like a bad choice. Money is something you should just see and be like, okay, I see that as an adult, money is a part of adulting, and I need it to handle certain situations. But getting it because you're scared of women is crazy. And that's what's happening for a lot of guys out here. They think that by getting money is going to make them attractive to women. But I've been attractive to women without money so many times because I don't care about money. I never cared about money. You can ask anybody I know, any friend I had, is he all about money? They'd be like, nah, hell no, that's not even his personality. Uh, I never stole no money. I never got into no arguments over no money. It's just, I don't give a fuck about that shit. But a lot of guys, they hide behind their money when it comes to dating. They think money is going to be everything. But if it was, Drake would have a beautiful wife. Every rapper will have a wife. Blueface will have no issues with his situation. It's right there for us to see. But Elijah said, "You're what's good, Elijah, man? How you feeling today, bro?" Shadow says, "Yo, bro, I got back with my girlfriend. That's good. I think we spoke in the past. I don't know if we did, but yeah, that's good, man. Good for you. Good for you. That's great. That's great, man. Stay the course. Local metalhead. I'm just call you metalhead. You say women when you literally only think of women as potential mates over actual human beings. Um, you know I ain't shit going to delete that. You kind of got a point, bro. Mods, you siding with her? Maybe Will. She has a point. She said women are people, not just potential mates. I don't know what she talking about, man. I don't really know. She gotta compromise and say what she's saying. I don't understand what she's saying. She's talking in like this mythical over my head type of thing. I don't know what she's saying, man. I don't know what she's saying. But this isn't a sympathy show. This isn't for me to show women sympathy. This is a show about dating. I don't understand the theatrical shit or the dramatic shit. It's salt and pepper, black and white. You know you a woman. If I use the word woman, it shouldn't offend you. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't offend you. Or women. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if it do, I can't help you. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like how I don't want to go on this roller coaster of compromising. That's what the whole video is about. Like Even putting your attention on how somebody else feels is poisonous sometimes because it's time consuming, and it's like if it's not the point I'm making, it's not the point I'm making. You see what I'm saying? And that's what guys really want. A lot of guys, they want women who just get them. They understand what they're trying to say, not what they're saying, not what you're hearing, but what he's meaning. What's his intention? See, the problem with the average woman today is she's looking for the intentions behind his words. But while they're looking for something, they're missing the point every time. Because if I start looking for something, then I start missing what's really happening. Because your brain is like, man, well, I gotta watch out for this and I gotta look for this. Now every point that man makes is being unaccounted for. The real topic is being dismissed while we're talking about what um how someone's feelings are going about what I said. Imagine like I'm driving a truck and I have to stop the truck every 10 minutes just to see how someone feel about me driving the truck. You know what I'm saying? Like we never going to get to the destinations. And by getting to the destinations, it helps us get to more destinations. And over time, we have more relations from the destinations. We have more experience. We have more. See, when trust is broken, it's better to just dislodge the interaction. And that's what I'm saying about and when you ask a woman, hey, come see me, and she's, oh, come see me. Okay, trust is gone. She's letting you know there's no trust, so this gone. Because without trust, there can't be a bond. There can't really be a. Because I'm not hanging with or dealing with nobody I don't trust. So I could relate, you know what I'm saying? But I would never even be caught around somebody I don't trust. I would never even entertain somebody I don't trust. I wouldn't deal with it. If you women think that I'm bashing women, explain how and where, so I could fix it if it need fixing. But I guarantee it don't, because I'm not saying nothing offensive. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying everything for men actually to get better at dealing with women. And if you say you can't use the word women because that means you're seeing us as an object instead of a human being. You can't tell me that that's how I'm seeing you. You know what I'm saying? You can only guess and assume, make an ass out of me and you, but you cannot really factually know that type of shit. Because first of all, like I said yesterday, I was raised by women, and second of all, I see myself as a man, but I also see myself as a human being first, too. So don't try to play this individual, all women are different shit with me, because if anybody know, I know. I probably know that y'all are different more than y'all know y'all are different from other women. So that type of stuff can't really work. Because I know she said women are not people. Well, she said women are people, not just potential mates. And that's what I'm saying. Like y'all are both. Would you think you just one and not the other one? People are human beings, also potential food. For people are food. Also, you're not just a human being, you're also food to some body or something else that feels like your food. You're a sex object to somebody else if they perceive you that way. You're many different things. You're not just people. See what I'm saying? How are you're not just one thing. So run that game on me. I'm sorry. Can't. You may be a person, you're a musician, you're many things. You wear different, you wear many hats as a human being. You wear many hats. So that's beside my point though. That's what I'm saying. My whole point is if you could be a human being, but I'm a human being too. But the difference is I'm a human being man, you're a human being woman. So it's irrelevant to bring up the fact that we're humans. That don't make no sense. Um, y'all are potential mates and y'all are people. Y'all are both. And if you don't think you're that, then all you got to do is watch the fuck out. Because I wouldn't give a fuck if you wasn't a potential mate. No offense. I'm just saying. I'm gonna be honest. I can ban her, but I kind of want him to see this. Um, all right. I guess local. Like at the end of the day, hold on. Let me keep reading. Shadow said, "Oh my god, if you be hating on it, leave. Mod can I swear? Low key mod is chill as fuck. Thank you, brother. That's a woman, right? Local seedly. You a woman or a guy? Cause yeah, she told me that's a woman. Uh, local metalhead said you say women when you are literally only think of women as potential mates over actual human beings. How can you tell me what I think? That's some jackass shit. Like, how can you tell me what I think, bro? That's literally some weird shit. You can't tell me what I think. You gotta ask me. That's why I clash with certain people because they don't ask questions. They come in here like they just reading minds and shit. And if that's the case, this ain't a mind reader channel. This is just a connection, growth, building, not breaking down or destroying anybody. This is respect. People get mad because the way you respect them might not show up the way they perceive respect. That's what people really be mad at. Just because somebody don't say something the way you wanted them to say it, don't mean they don't love you. Don't mean they don't fuck with you. Don't mean it don't never mean that. Everybody brain works different, meaning everybody's choice of words are going to be different, meaning that you just going to be one butthurt individual if you keep listening to other people because your ears can't you can't respect another person's opinion if it don't feel good. You see what I'm saying? Like I respect if a woman like, oh, black men act like this, black men act like that. I might not like it at first, but I'm gonna just be like, man, I understand it's a group of women on the planet who feel that way. And I'm gonna respectfully get the fuck off the channel because I don't want to hear it. Right? And that's as far as that go. Cause I'm never gonna see her again. And if I do, I'm gonna know, oh, that's that woman who don't like black guys, and then I'm gone again. Because why would I sit there and tell her what she think? I don't know what she think. I don't know what she's been through. I don't know nothing about her. And I'm not gonna make an ass out of me and her by trying to call out some, oh well, maybe you should, talk about men because we humans, we not just men. A lot of guys try to do that shit when they talk to women. They try to get women to have some sympathy. And I don't think sympathy is a very strong potion in this shit that we talk about this life shit. I don't think it's really sympathy is something that or even empathy or whatever people want to call it. It's not that it's a bad thing. It's just y'all expect it from strangers, like people you don't know. I don't expect that from strangers because the word strange is in stranger, meaning I don't know you. You're strange. You could be ready to poison my drink. You could smile in my face and act like a feminist and then put something in my drink. Right? So I wouldn't raise my daughter to be that way. Because to hate something is also a form of trust in it at the same time. To have an emotion towards something means you think you know what it is. You can't have an emotion towards something that you don't really know what's going on. That's why it's dumb to assume stuff instead of to really just connect and see what really where they're coming from, over maybe a duration of time. You don't just cook a chicken in 5 minutes. You take time. Then you know that it's done and this is what it is. I can eat from this chicken. You can't just come into a room and then hear somebody say the word women and then be like, oh, I'm a defensive. I've got to defend women. Why do you feel so butthurt over somebody using the word woman or women? That's the question I would have for you, bro. You know? And then it's just what it is, bro. Like, it should be annoying sometimes. Uh, you can swear, Shadow. Local said, I think. Jackson says, yo, Local said, women when you only think them as your toys. How, bro? When that's the fucking name of the fucking creatures that they are. What the fuck are you talking about? That's their gender. What the fuck are you talking about? A toy. I don't even play with toys. I don't even like toys. Like not I'm not talking about sexual toys. I'm talking about like I used to play with wrestlers when I was younger a little bit, but I never was really a toy nigga. Like women play with toys. Barbie dolls. They the ones that try to control motherfuckers. I don't I'm a live and let live type of nigga. And anyone could tell you that I grew up with, man, he ain't trying to control no bitch. Anyone who really been around that's not me. It's not me. I don't care. I don't care enough. That's what y'all don't understand. I don't really care. I'm just using the word women to describe a populace of a gender. All women are not the same. So I'm describing a ratio of women. But I still have to use the word women because a plethora have the same personality type. See what I'm saying? That's why when women use the word men, I just avoid the conversation because I might or might not fit into what she's talking about. But I'm not about to sit here and try to argue with the fucking person who's hosting the show about something that I could tell they already believe. Because if you believe it, then you're a person and you have the right to. An adult person who definitely has the right to say whatever fuck you feel. You see what I'm saying? On your platform, you know what I'm saying? So it gets that deep where you just gotta remove yourself. You cannot expect a stranger with their own platform to change their verbs because you're here. You can't. Because I'm not even going to change my verbs for some people who are maybe crazy or maybe will do something behind the shit that they want me to change. So what make you think what am I changing? The billion, it ain't even about tough and not tough. The question is, why would I not use the word women? I could use the word cake. I could use the word peaches. I could use the word uh, box. Why can't I use the word women without you thinking I see them as toys? Like that make you look like a weirdo, like a weird person. You know what I'm saying? Make it look like you projecting some shit. How the fuck I look at them like toys if I don't even want to fuck them if they don't understand, if we don't got a connection going? How many guys could say that with a straight face and really mean it? You see what I'm saying? A lot can't. A lot can't. A lot can't. Um, but yeah, you got the right to assume what you want, Local. You got the right to assume what you want, man. At the end of the day, like I said, man, you got me fucked up, but it's all good. Girl, your man is a red flag as fuck. I got something that can have me fuck 70% of women in 2025. $200. I'm a woman and I still don't understand women. Jackson said, you should really say my name. Local said, W my low key. Real talk, man. A local said, I'll delete hate if it doesn't have a good point. Not gonna lie. What's the good point? There's no good point. She didn't make, or he didn't make, I don't know if that's a she or he, but they didn't make no good point. What's the point? Local, can you break down the point and make it make some sense? Because it doesn't make any sense from where I'm standing. It doesn't make any sense. Um, you can't group me in with guys that y'all have dealt with that seen y'all as a piece of meat and then just assume we all see y'all that way. I can't do that. That's illegal. That should be illegal. That should be like a crime, a misdemeanor. You can't do that shit. You can't do that. That's like me assuming every woman is a narcissist or every woman is the same. You know what I'm saying? I could do it, but it's gonna make me look like an asshole. The difference is women do it and that people don't be thinking they look like an asshole. Like people be like, yeah, man, yeah. Because we just gonna support women unconditionally, right or wrong, whether they're right or wrong. That's why. It gets to a point where a guy gotta learn what's a real woman and what's a fake one, because that's what's really happening. People think that men can be real and fake, but they think all women are potentially real. Nah, hell nah. There's a such thing as a real woman, like it's a such thing like a real man. And until guys pick up on that game I just put down, they're not gonna see through all of the bullshit. All of the bullshit is bullshit. Y'all could think y'all are real. We could think we are real and nothing, and then it'll be like a standoff. You feel what I'm saying? But that's the point, man. That's the whole point of the video. The compromise shit, man. The compromise shit. Like women, they're not built like us. They're different than us. And it's not to shame them or knock them at all. It's just drawing a line in the sand, like, man, listen, I'm not about to agree with everything y'all say because y'all women. You feel me? That's slavery. That's not reality. That's not a true connection. You know, that's not real respect. That's just somebody getting along, go along to get along to go along. And I don't do that on this channel, man. I don't know if y'all think I'm some nice guy. I don't know what y'all think. They only said it like once. Yo, local, get the bro. See, Lee, I might have to unmod you, man. But now I'm blocking the other local motherfucker, man. Get your bitch ass out of here, man. Because I don't all of that chauvinist shit she doing or whoever the fuck, I don't know if that was a man or a woman. But nobody gives a fuck. But all that chauvinist shit, who the fuck do you think you are coming in here doing that stupid shit? You see what I'm saying? And that's what guys do to women. You know how many live streams I've been in and shit and chat rooms where a bunch of loser guys are coming there and try to talk like they got some game or they know something only to get blocked or banned. Like that's all that happened because you're not focused on yourself. That's the biggest problem. It ain't got shit to do with gender. It's just like some people, you might could spot a flaw on somebody. If you spot a flaw on somebody, just subtly bring it up or ask them why they feel like this about what they saying. And then that person is going to respond to you. But when you come at somebody in a way where you're trying to take over their life, like with some feminist shit, it's going to be an automatic clash, collision. Because just because you're a woman don't mean you could just say and do anything. Why do women be thinking that shit? That's crazy to me. I'll go on a random guy live and because I got titties, because I got this, I could go ahead and speak my truth. Go speak your truth on your channel. No disrespect though. Go speak that shit somewhere else, man. Cause your truth ain't everybody's truth. Everybody got their own perspectives. And even if her truth is the quote unquote better truth, eventually I might see that on my own term. But you coming in here yanking shit around, thinking you tough, you gotta go. You gotta go. Nobody cares what you got to say. I'm not gonna lie. What's good, Addison? How you doing? Caleb, how you doing? Let me see. What's good, Rogue? I don't think he got your comment yet. Yeah, local Seedly, you in here agreeing with that feminist shit. Now you got to speak up. I'm not gonna lie, you got to speak up because you got a wrench, and you was agreeing with everything she said, like she was saying some shit. Now you got to talk for her because I never made her no moderator. I never had any connection with her, so she came out of the woodwork. I don't. Come on, man, but you gotta explain that shit. Because if you feel like a piece of meat, just say that. I ain't the one calling y'all a piece of meat. I'm not even insinuating that you're a piece of meat. And if you got a problem with that, all y'all got to do is, hey, listen, do you feel like this about women? But you can address something without being like brash or disrespectful. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to change genders just because you being disrespectful. Like, you can still be a woman and address this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that woman needed to be checked by another woman, even though her approach was wrong, her delivery was wrong. That's what I'm trying to say. You could say anything with the right delivery, but you cannot just come in here and violate. You can't. It's not gonna happen. Let me see. Same, LOL. I say with the most serious expression in existence. I have a feeling I might lose my mind in this stream because I'm ignoring hate. He is now. Can kids watch this live? Janice, you don't look like a kid, so why would you ask that stupid shit? Local says he's reading comments from 30 minutes ago. Let me catch up, man. Shit, man. And this is the same mentality that I was talking about. When you tell a chick to come over, pull up, and she said, you gonna come see me. Who gonna come see you? And we're at a crossroads. You know what I'm saying? A man should not come into a crossroads with a woman. If you do, you have to just get away from them because that's a challenge at that point. It's not verbal. It's not like a agreement to challenge. I'm not agreeing. She's not. Well, she's more agreeing than I am because no Diddy. If I was a woman, I would not challenge a guy that I just gave my number to. That's the mind-blowing phenomenon. Like, I wouldn't, if I just gave you my number, I'm not challenging you. Because why would I not challenge you to turn around and challenge you? So now if someone do get mad, that's why. Because you playing with their feelings or emotions or whatever the case. I'm not saying emotions, but you trying to play with their feelings or their time. Because to play with a man's feelings, you gotta play with his time. And women know that. That's what they'll do. That's exactly what they'll do. They'll try to get you to waste your time. Not realizing that you're better without them. So if you want to make a nigga mad, go ahead and act like you're the man. You'll make me mad fast. You'll make me mad fast, man. I'll get mad fast. I don't really get mad. That's like you hanging around one of your friends and he want to be just like you. Like he just want to dress like you. He want to act like you. That they really envy you, but they really want it. They want your life. They want a destiny swap. Basically, that's what it looked like when a woman is challenging a guy. Why you don't just say I'm not attracted to you and walk away, or just like I like the attention that you give me? But women know how to communicate logically, just like a man. Because when you have a male friend, you let him know I'm not that attracted to you. So they know how to talk that way. They just trying to act out an evil deed on you by wasting your time. And they gonna be mad when they see that time is not being wasted over here. Name a soccer player for an edit. I don't know soccer, man. Eats Will's hair. What you talking about? Seeley, what you talking about, Seeley? What's going on with this chat today? This chat kind of all over the place. The whole chat is just your locals. Who are y'all though? I only knew you partially on YouTube. I don't really know you either. And my whole chat could be of 7 people, and that don't mean that. Listen, no, it don't matter how many people are in the chat. It matter how much y'all don't need to be in the chat talking bullshit in the chat. That's the point. The point, it could be one person in here. If y'all saying some shit that don't belong in the chat, y'all saying some shit that don't belong in the chat. And you saying some other wicked shit. Because I don't have some of the best conversations with one person, 2 people, 3 people. It wouldn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't said basically everything I needed to say in the hour tops on this chat. You can't say I'm not consistent. You can't say I'm not consistent. You can't say that it don't be times where the chat it got more people in here. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? It could be 2 people in here. It could be you and that other loser. And guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna just be me alone talking the same shit. I'm blocking both of y'all, and it's just gonna be 0. It's gonna be the 0 next to the person thing right there, and this live stream gonna continue without anybody, and it's gonna be just as good, if not better. Y'all act like I ain't been doing this shit without anybody clapping for me in the first place, man. Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all crazy as hell, man. Y'all don't, just why I say, man, y'all gotta understand. Y'all don't know everything, man. Y'all come in here like y'all know, I know this about him, I know that. Listen, y'all don't know, because in reality, I don't know y'all. I don't really give out just anybody, just make anybody and everybody moderators. But Seedly, when I made you a moderator, I just handed it to you. You know what I'm saying? In hopes that you wasn't going to be weird. But see, the crazy part is, I'm not mad at you for agreeing with somebody else's opinion. I don't give a fuck. It was you didn't never break down what the bitch said. So you just sat there, oh, well, you know, I'm only going to ban if they don't say some stupid shit. They said some stupid shit. They said some stupid shit. If they ain't saying no stupid shit, like that's like I got a homie or a potential homie, and some new person come around and they say something about the homie, and I'm laughing at the homie. What the fuck I look like? I look like a damn loser laughing at somebody I knew them before you. So if what they saying is real shit, I'm gonna be like, all right, what they saying real shit. And if you can't see what they saying, then you gotta go be with that motherfucker. You gotta go hang out with because both of y'all got the name local, like y'all twins or some shit. Like y'all twins or some shit, man. Go over there. Y'all go make a local podcast. Y'all go make a local podcast, man. Or y'all already got that or something. But this ain't that, man. This is not a chat for sympathy about women. This ain't no sympathy shit. This ain't, oh, I gotta make sure I don't make anybody feel bad. This ain't no soft, mushy shit like that, man. Can you buy pizza and eat it on stream? Man, listen, I don't want no pizza, man. I don't want no pizza, man. Man, get your bitch ass out of here, man. Hold on. Wait, hold on. See, I know you ain't just caught. Hold on. Youngster said, if you want to learn about women online, listen to Andrew Taylor, Uncle Myron Gaines, because they speak truth. Those two old geezers have a wealth of knowledge. If the date, if the first date is a pain in the ass, there won't be a second one. What women don't understand about these simple concepts that niggas is saying, and then they making it seem like men is attacking women. But it's always got to be bitter people whenever you rise into where you going in life. Because, like I said, watching other people go live and talk crazy about guys, or say even shit that might be semi-true, that's gonna bother anybody. So I'm not even sitting here saying that y'all don't got the right to feel whatever, but I'm just not, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? With all due respect, I don't give a fuck. Like, not trying to offend, but there's been women who on their platforms, I could go in there and say, oh damn, why you feel like that about men? We all not the same. Da da da. I could try to wiggle her opinion, but that's her opinion, bro. That's her opinion. If she dealt with more guys that were assholes in her life, then that's her chat. I can't change her chat or tell her that her stance is wrong, because like I said, I'm not putting all women in one category. I'm not doing that. I don't like when y'all take my words and y'all mix y'all gaslighting. I don't like the gaslighting shit. But what did you say about being a sex toy? I'm saying I'm not even explaining that shit. How much EBT you get this month? How much EBT did you get this month? Glizzy? How many glizzies have you ate this month? Um, that's the real question. With your bitch ass. Finding my new way said the only way I could do that was if you had to do a lot more work on the floor, and I would just the only reason why we are in the same boat as the people in the world. What the fuck? The only thing that I can think of that is that the last time we had a conversation, we had a little talk, and he said he was going to be there, and he was like, the only way to know if you have the right answer. This reminds me of the last stream I did on We're My Friend. What? listen, man. That's a troll that I was supposed to block yesterday that I let survive. Man, y'all got me fucked up, man. But y'all some what's good, Nala? How you doing? Asian or Latina? What type of question? You saying do I like Asian women or Latina women, or am I Asian or Latina? Um, I like black women though. I like black women though, low key. Like at the end of the day, the beginning of the day and the middle of the day. uh, but I also like white women sometimes, Spanish sometimes. But if you beautiful, you beautiful. But it's just like, you know, you know. Um, yo, local, I gotta get rid of you, man, cause you trolling, man. You trolling, man. I swear to God, man. And this is why you don't make random people moderators, cause you in here talking like you just boo boo the fool and shit. You don't know I talk about pussy every day. Now you talking about I don't know if he gay and shit. You a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. Um, Ashley Berry said I subbed and I like. Shout out to Ashley. Um, you saying the word you people can be offensive to stupid people. Can you say hi to me? What's good? Beta. Vanessa. What's good? I can't stand when fake women get more support than a woman who, for real. Think about it though, like they gotta support each other at the end of the day. They have to. Cause the real woman ain't got time. She got a boyfriend, she married, she got shit going on. She ain't really got time to be mad. Focus on stupid shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Petty shit. So I just, it's all good though. It's all good. Tariq said finally a man's channel. Yeah, man. So really, it don't even really gotta be no women over here, in reality. Respectfully. If you're beautiful or if you got something to say that's feminine or womanly or adds value, then of course, you're gonna get the pass. But if you just in here on some predatorial shit, trying to find chinks in men armor and shit like that, that's not something we respect. So, it's gonna crash eventually with that type of shit. Plush says, damn, women don't understand. Nah, and that's the thing. Some women do understand. That's what my whole point is, man. Like, and that's why she was trolling from the beginning, because she said, when you use the word women, it means this. I noticed lately a lot of people have been trying to pick apart my words. Like yesterday, somebody was like, because you frame the question this way, it's inherently wrong. Like, you're inherently wrong. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you can't tell me how to talk. Like, since when? Like, these people on the internet will tell someone how to talk so fast and then go to school or go in a real environment and won't tell nobody how to talk at all because they know what's gonna happen if they do that. So, but like that's the privilege of the internet shit. It's just Twitter finger shit. You know what I'm saying? So these women, some women do understand. It's just that some women who don't understand are going to act like, you know, something they not on the internet, which is a man or tough, or, you know, like I could tell this guy off, or I can say this knowing good and well in real life we wouldn't even be around each other for multiple reasons. Like, but I wouldn't even be around. I could tell a snake in real time, but on the internet, you know, it's the internet. So you might make a person a moderator or something, and they may be keeping it cool at first. But yeah, man, we gotta plague these motherfuckers, man. I just graduated college. Congrats, bro. I don't understand women. Um, can you stream the top of what? Look, here go another fake ass sorry. Swill, I'm sorry. Please don't unmod me. It's too late. I'm letting you be there because I'm going to do it when I feel like doing it, but it's too late. I'm not even going to lie to you. And the reason why it's too late, because now you got to change your name from what it is in order to stay in here. You got to change your name to Will's. You got to change your name to GLW's moderator, favorite moderator. You got to do something like that. That's the only way you gonna keep that wrench. But if you sit here with that local shit that you pushing, you might as well click off the video now, because you already violated. You already violated on multiple dimensions. Uh, Dog said that's cute that women you know are manipulative. Um, oh shit, I'm begging now. Listen, that's only one way. I'm not gonna lie. You don't even gotta beg. That's just one way. Um, Cornell said, name a car for an edit. I'm not your little bro, because you don't know how old I am. But a Hellcat or a Toyota or some shit. I don't know. Blade Work said, what's your favorite? I'll get you out of here, you weirdo. You got to find a person on your level. That's facts. You got to find a person on your level. That's facts, bro. Namaste, what's good? She said, why don't you teach self-love versus talk about women? Namaste, please don't end up being one of them people that I just disagree with everything they do. Cause that just I'm already not in a good mood, you know, at this point. My mood has been touched by these mood molesters. But if the content doesn't resonate with you, just leave. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I know we met yesterday and you was cool and stuff like that, but if the content doesn't resonate, just leave. I don't understand why women come here and it's just not for women. It's not for women. You telling me not to talk about women? This channel is about dating and lifestyle design for men. But this is how you know they're agents of their Agent Smith sent. Trying to control something that they can't control because some other loser will let them control or let them have an opinion. And nah, no, not at all. This goes into the topic of today, y'all. Compromising. Don't compromise on nothing. Don't do it. Because, see, this is the secret people will never tell you. They get you to compromise, and then they lose respect after you compromise. And people talk about they hate Andrew Tate because he has a spine. If he wasn't doing half the shit he was doing, would you date him? Would you care about him? Would you even know him? Would you, and to the fact that you even bring his name up is a form of respect, even if you don't see it that way. It's a form of respect. Women will make you into the loser that they will never fuck or deal with. They will tell you what's cool to talk about, what don't talk about. And you're not even going to probably be here in the next stream to make sure I'm talking about the shit you talking about. You just want to manipulate shit. Plus said, thank you. You understand. About time I see a man speak the truth. Hazel said, I'm a woman. I agree with you. The topic is in the title. The topic is never compromise. The title is never compromise with women, do this instead. The this is to take control over your focus and attention. Take control over your focus and attention and learn how to manage it in your 24 hours of a day, because your focus and attention is directly tied into not only it's tied into everything, your success, is literally that, your success rate on all cylinders of your life. Take control of your shit, because one woman gonna crash while one woman gonna fly the plane. You know what I'm saying? Every time. So I tell guys approach 15 women a day. And these is why these women, some women are coming here and talking about some stupid shit, like talk about something else besides women. Because they don't got the answers to what you need in your life. For the men who are listening, they don't know the answers to what you need. They don't care about the answers to what you need, not 80 to 90 to 100% of the time. And they want to just drive the plane, whether they're professional plane drivers or not. That goes under the bridge, water under the bridge. But they just want to control shit. And that's the real issue at hand. There's nothing wrong with a woman who's feminine that just knows how to control shit. I'm not even mad at them. But the ones who just think that somebody just owed them something. That's a fucking issue. That's a fucking issue. This is why you should have 3 on deck at all times. Man, listen, man. Have as many as you can harness at all times. At the end of the day. Nate said, bro got played. You don't even know how to troll correctly. That didn't even bother me at all. Like, you should sound like a straight up biatch. Like, that didn't even bother me. I ain't gonna hold you. Hazel said that's why you need to have virtue men or women. But they don't know how to think logically sometimes when something happens. What if I told you women are humans just like you, but a little different? Well, then that's what you told me. What if I told you I don't have to intake anything that come out of your mouth? What if I told you that? What if? What do people do and what do women do when men stop listening to their bullshit? What if? What if? What? You're right, but you said that. I see what you're saying, but listen, at the end of the day, you don't see what I'm saying, and you should just accept that you don't see what I'm saying. Just because you have acceptance issues don't mean I have to change what I'm saying. It don't even mean that I have to feed into that tonight or even reply back to anything that anybody's doing at all, actually. Don't even mean that when I don't cut off the phone that I'm not gonna be doing something totally detached from talking to women in holistics. Like I could go do yoga or go for a walk. Like it doesn't have to do anything with women. You see what I'm saying? So when y'all say stuff, it be kind of just funny, bro, because it'd be like, what are y'all talking about? Women don't think logically something happens. Um, Dog said it depends how they were raised. Relly says girls be energy vampires who trying to confuse people to see who gets it. Nah, for real. That's they're trying to connect. Yeah, leech, like some leech type vibe, like some parasite type vibe. Now, like I said, all women aren't the same, but there's those ones that do that bullshit. Like Pazel said, the bad ones do that. And so that's what happens when you get on a stage or you have an open chat. It's like anyone could come in and say some shit. And it's like they can alter your energy and your thought. Like they can drain you through the phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like by just saying just little insignificant, minor, stupid shit like that requires you to actually dig into it to actually even respond. You know what I'm saying? That's why you deal with people on your level. That's why this is a man's channel. And people, I'm about to start policing it more and really buckling down on that because I give out moderators sometimes to people who slide through. If they just seem respectful. Um, but now I'm buckling down on that, man, because it's like this is not a woman's room, man. It's not. It's not. It's not. There's if you don't want to, you don't have to even see where men are coming from. You just have to respect that you're not one. That's it, and then you know, we'll be good. But coming in here asking me why I don't talk about this and why am I talking about that, it's none of your business why I'm talking about this and not talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Cowboy said, dang, my guy, you got to control yourself. Can't let females make you act like a fool. Listen, bro. Listen, Cowboy. Listen, I'm not acting like a fool. I'm just matching their energy. Now, I know a lot of guys say that, man, that's bitch ass shit. And why would you match a woman's energy? Um, just because it's my channel. That's all. That's all. It's not even about anything personal or anything deep. Like I said, I, listen, I'm gonna go live for an hour or two regardless. I'm gonna go live every day regardless. See what I'm saying? I'd rather act like a fool and put numbers up on the board and go live because I love myself and I'm doing what I'm doing for me anyway, than for me to try to look an image. I'm trying to look an image like, oh, I gotta look like, I can never get mad or I could never get in my feelings or I could never. Guys who think like that be fake, bro, because you're gonna get a girlfriend one day, she's gonna make you mad, and you're not gonna know how to actually handle it because you don't express your feelings. You don't even know where to start, what to say to combat. See, women manipulate guys for two reasons. This is why they usually win. They manipulate you because either you do bicker too much like a bitch, or you don't bicker. You don't never voice your truth. You don't never tell them what bothers you. You don't never acknowledge that what they did was inherently wrong. So you got two different type of guys. You got the guy who let everything pass, and then you got the guy who is constantly like I said, overly soft, but he argumentative. I'm not argumentative, believe it or not. I'm not argumentative. I'm just direct. Like if something you say is some bullshit, then I'm not gonna let it slide because it's gonna bother me more to be fake. I'm not fake, so I can't really go along to get along. So I'd rather address it now, so that way you know that yeah, he one of them niggas that's gonna definitely he gonna drive that point home every time. So then you'll just leave. I'm trying to get you to leave. You know how like when a woman she wants you to leave, she's gonna badger you. That's humanity. That's humans, though. That's not just women or men. That's humanity. People been fooled to be too masculine, and then they've been fooled to be feminine. But if you can make a nigga act masculine, you can make him act feminine. But you can't make a real person act anyway. But I'm gonna call out the controlling behavior in other people, because that's a pet peeve of mine in general. Whether you man or woman, if you come in here and you're trying to control shit, then I know something's wrong with you, bro. When I come in somebody, I used to do little shit like that at first. Let me go in there and see what, But as I got older and I realized what game really was from my perspective, or maybe collective perspective, it's like, bro, you live and let live. That's generally what respect is. That's generally what get a lot of people through the gates of where they want to get to in life. Women have a hard time accepting that live and let live, and a lot of guys who are raised by women have a hard time. But men who think like men and act like men and been raised by men, they don't give a fuck what I'm talking about right now. They don't give a fuck who's fucking who right now. They don't give a fuck about a lot of stuff, because if it doesn't directly affect them, they don't care. Like, I could sit here all day and act like, man, something don't bother me. But why am I gonna act? Why ain't I just gonna state the shit that just, that was some bullshit, man? That could be more manly than not saying anything. People think just because you stoic and you don't say nothing, that make you manly. You're a man regardless of the fact. If you're secure in who you are, you're a man. You could yell all day and be a man. See what I'm saying? You might not look like a better man than the other man that's there just sitting there quiet at that point in time, but people perspective is gonna shift regardless. But if you're doing some bullshit, I'm saying it, I'm calling it, especially if you're a woman. I'm calling that shit immediately, because this is a man's channel. So they really don't got no say so in here. That's the problem. They really don't got no say so. But if they come in here and they're respectable and respectful, then they got some say so. That's how the real world works. That's how it's gonna work in here. Dog said, find a good one with good morals. Plus Studio says, some women be the ones that kind of think logically, be doing it too. Cowboy said, you can find a good woman. You can find a good one with morals. You gotta be on your stuff. You gotta be focused and fit and sharp-minded. Most people are corrupt. It's hard to find a genuine person. What's good, Owen? Sonic said, tell me why my 5th grade crush went to church but still dated another girl that is a tomboy, and to this day, I still wonder why. Dog said most people are corrupt. I don't even, some people are. I don't believe most people are corrupt. Some people. Yeah, my bad, gang, for actually having an opinion. Cowboy said, you can't mix the average Joes with the diamonds. Real talk. You can't. I'm gonna subscribe to you, my guy. Shout out to Cowboy, man. Real talk. Shout out to Cowboy, man. You just said you're black, my dude, or something. The nice one said, yo, it's good, Will. I don't know if you remember me or not. Yeah, kinda, bro. Kinda. I think so. Local said, wait, I didn't mean it like that. What y'all talking about, man? Yeah, I'm not going. I was gonna get rid of you altogether, CD. But I'm just gonna take your mod shit away. I don't even know how to remove. Like I said, you know what you got to do. You know what you got to do to if you wanna be a mod. I mean, you could play that whole "I don't care" thing women do. Oh, I don't care that much. It don't matter. All right, cool, whatever. But as long as your name ain't blue and it don't pop up and you ain't agreeing with all what every other woman think just because she a woman and shit like that, then I don't give a fuck. Um, he's talking to you because he said that's why don't make random people mods. I know, but I meant Redley said, "Don't worry, Will. A part of gaslighting is to twist words, make things up." I know it's devious because it's like when you somebody like me, right? I speak so blunt and so straightforward that it's like I'm a perfect victim for a gaslighter. You know what I'm saying? But that's what women feed off of. Can't front. An honest individual that's saying how he really feel about a topic, they'll just be like, "Oh well, not all women are like this." Like you're perfectly food for a woman. Like they eat off of that type of shit. But then a guy that's a little bit more uh disciplined in that area or a little bit smarter, he just gonna ignore bitches to a point where they don't got nothing to go off of at all. So it's like I don't know, bro. It's like, but that's what this whole channel is about, and that's it's about discipline, and it's about uh just not relating to women in any capacity. You know what I'm saying? Most of, like I said, 80% of guys, no, that's too many. Like 50% of guys raised by women, maybe 40, whatever the case. So motherfucker give sympathy and women really run off with that type of shit. That's why guys do be assholes, because it's like nigga stick your hand in that fire and then get burnt immediately, like just by even being cool. You know what I'm saying? Uh let me see. Because women gonna always agree with other women. But it's something that I can't even be mad at though. Like when I see it, I'm like, damn, you can't be mad at that shit, because it's like the thing about being a woman, I feel like personally, I'm not a woman, but personally from my perspective, what I see that personally happens is that the type of fabric of a woman is to blend in or fit in. So it's like if a woman say something and it happens to match how she think about you already a little bit, now she about to buy in 110%. Whereas though as men, we have the ability to be like, I kind of agree with that. Not really, but I know that's going, if I'm already a moderator in here, that means I fuck with the person who's hosting the fucking show. I'm not gonna jump on this person's side that I just met, or even if I knew this person, because at that point, it's like it's an illogical thing to do. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's why women do it, and men you typically don't behave that way. Blade work online is way worse than in real life. And in real life, are people slick about, if you feel me? Oh shit, yeah, I'm deaf, not going to be a mod anymore. Uh Women just be, yeah, some shit women do just be annoying, like, cause it's like they just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't get it. And I'm not talking about all women. Let me clarify that, because now I see how y'all gonna take shit out of context, because it's a lot of women bashing channels. But I'm not that. I'm just saying, when you see that pattern of women going down that lineage of thinking, it bothers you. It bothers my mind. Like Like, I grew up. There was some women that used to live next to me. One was a like a dyke, but the other one was, feminine. They was two sisters, and I used to have a well. They had a basketball court. We used to play basketball together, um, and things of that nature. So my I love tomboy women. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? So like, and one of my favorite cousins is a girl. My favorite cousin is a girl and shit. Uh, and growing up and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I have that respect. I have that respect for a woman who could relate to the guys. Uh, but if you fake relating and you really don't relate, then we gonna clash because as soon as a female come around, you gonna feel like you gotta agree with that female, and then you don't gotta agree with that female. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a mind of your own. If you know, women lose men every day because they want to butt buddy with each other and agree with each other on shit, nonsensical shit. Uh, we the two females of the group, so we just got to bond over it for no reason at all. Um, like I said, I'm not mad at it. I was just something to learn and grow with and accept. You know what I'm saying? About that's how they move. You know what I'm saying? It's just acceptance. Cause like I said, I could give a fuck. Um, uh, Fragrance Man said Andrew Tate is good. I agree with that. And I don't see nothing too much wrong with the guy. I ain't gonna lie. It's just a guy who realized a lot of shit about life and he just talk about it. Same shit I basically do for real. And then it's like you try to be nice at first or be equal or you try to make shit equality and but it's not gonna it's gonna lead to other issues, man. Bro, I finally figured out women. He said, just say the dumbest shit possible, they'll agree with it. Bro, as crazy as that sound, bro, and how disrespectful women might take that shit, it's not a bad, it's not a bad perspective. And it's true. Like, cause they're nonsensical. Like they're non-logical. I mean, they got senses, but their logic is kind of off. So then it's like, if you give the right energy off and you say ignorant shit, they'll like you. Like if you say stupid shit like, man, I'm about to go ride this nigga, man, I'm about to do this, they'll be turned on by that. Like so it's like in a way you got a point. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Cause they're more about the shock value factor of what you say. They're more about the entertainment about what you say. Um, if the stuff you're saying is too right and it's too logical, they'll get bored a lot of the time. Now there's just those that select few of women who actually appreciate the logical man, who what he's saying is on paper and is in white and black and it makes sense. Like Candace Owens might be that type of chick or some shit. But you want a chick like Beyonce or a chick like Rihanna, you see who she with? ASAP Rocky. She want a young gun who, you know, who look like he get bitches already and shit. They just go for like you said, yeah, I say the bad boy image or whatever the case may be. It's funny to me though. It's like the culture is so woven and fixed on that image. Like Relly said, respect is like a rare trait nowadays. People ask for compromise just to disrespect. If you do and hate talk, yeah, it's like it's just crazy, but it is what it is. Like you said, man, it's like something to grow with. It. I don't think guys should try to do that overnight. Just grow with that. Like, okay, this is how women are. 6 months from now, 3 months from now, just grow with it because you're not going to overnight go from being able to. Like I said, I grew up around women. You know what I'm saying? Neighborhood and just women who were cool. Now, I never really was like talking to them so much where I'm like their friend or nothing like that, but I have respect from a distance. Like, you know, I grew up with my mom, my sister, so I respect women. But then it's like, um, sometimes by respecting them, they think that y'all won't disrespect them. That's where it go wrong. Uh, Guys turn into simp and inactive. They kind of make us into this and hold us with law and social expectations. But you started to see what I was about. I wish I would make up what I tell you. But again, man, I don't know none of these girls on the internet in person though. Like I know some chicks that I don't met in real life that were pretty respectful to me. You know what I'm saying? And I never slept with them or nothing, and they pretty respectful. So I mean, it just depends, man. Like everybody more ballsy over the internet, so it's like people just. I feel like in person, women be knowing already, like that. They don't treat me bad in person. Like I don't get treated bad by women. But I still see what you're saying as far as they're group thinkers. That's the problem. They're group thinkers. So if you the type of person that you got your own mind, you're gonna piss people off in general. It just so happens some of them people gonna be women. And women are more subtle than guys, so they're not gonna speak up. They'll agree with each other. That's what they'll do. They'll start agreeing with each other slowly but surely. Listen, man, this channel was never made for women in the first place. And I'm standing on that because that's the truth. It's not really made for women. Um, at all. Rap Top said, yeah, it's better to get off your chest. Exactly. It's better. Like I feel like everything don't need to be said. You don't need to every time a woman tease you or play with you, you don't gotta go crazy. Cause now you look like a bitch and you're gonna feel like one. But when you ready to express as a man on your own terms, someone do something, you gotta have it. You gotta let it rip, bro. Let it rip because they gonna feel you way more. They're gonna be like, all right, now even if they act like they don't get the message, they're gonna understand, like, all right, next time, now next time if they do it, they just trolling you. But they'll never be able to play on the fence like he don't know if I'm trolling him or if I'm serious. They be gaslighting niggas over and over again. And guys can't tell. But look, I'm gonna express now how I feel. Put it all on the front. So now if you do it again, I really know I got you pegged now. Can't front. I got you pegged. So whether I block you or whatever I do, it won't matter because I already know what type of person you is. I'm not gonna turn a blind eye to it, and I'm gonna talk shit. I'm not gonna let you just. I'm not gonna just block you. I'm gonna talk shit, but then I'm gonna block. Look, everything has a time and a due date. You know what I'm saying? Um, I like to shock women when I block them. I don't want them to know. Like I don't want them to act up and then get blocked right away. I want them to act up and then give them hope that they still gonna be in around, and then get their ass. Cause then it's like, damn, I thought he was, I thought I wasn't blocked. I thought I was still a moderator. Slowly but surely, you find yourself, never being allowed back in a nigga life. You feel what I'm saying? Some girls get blocked faster than others. That's what I'm trying to say. Some people do. But it's all about that shock factor that they try to use on us. I'm using that shit back. Cause man, stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. Men could be just as savage as women. It's like when niggas say they get back with their ex just to fuck them one more time and then leave them again. Like that type of shit takes place because people always want revenge. I'm not a revengeful guy, but at the same time, you should have knew not to come here with that bullshit. Everybody's not Andrew Tate. Everybody's not a chauvinistic asshole, everybody. So don't even come in here with that. You see my vibes, you see my energy, you see I'm not moving like that. You see that I'm not out here bashing women. So don't even bring that shit in here, man. You going negative, you're starting to think negative again. People forget one thing about stoicism. It means accepting what is and not being passive, you feel me? Facts. Like even accepting if you mad at something, accept it, embrace it, embody it. Too many men are being passive like women. And then when a woman checking you, you don't know how to speak because you don't got a voice because you don't know what your voice sound like. You never spoke up to no woman before. And then you don't have to overly speak up. Like you got to pick and choose when the time to do that and when not to do that. Because the worst thing you could do is let women beat you down to where you got to say something, or always be bitching. But like I said, it's balance. It's just like when someone do some slimy shit, you call it slimy. You know what I'm saying? No matter what gender they is, if they do some slimy shit, you call it slimy. That's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you had a daughter, you would have to call it. Like that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to treat your brother and spank him and let you get away with it because you a girl. Too many niggas do that. That's what's wrong with the world. Arthur Morgan said, honestly, I hate people who think the world is owed to them and expect everything they want. Courtney Girl Chaos said, I am a woman. Relly said, happens. Arthur said, does the gender pay gap exist? I don't know what that means. Relly said, the common pattern I noticed is the one public enemy, this secret crush. Nah, facts. Girls gonna connect in public and on women's side, but other than that, nah. That's what's so fake to me. I'm like, bro, you either agree with her or you don't. But I'm like I said, I learned to accept because the women are they're gonna move like that. So it's just like you can't be mad at that shit. Really, I said the worst you can do is do like them. They do guys, give them hope and remove it. Pretty savage. Wait, hold on. Pretty savage. They trying to punk. We gotta show them ghetto. The perfect moment is hard checking them on disrespect. That is hard. Perfect moment. You're right. And it's not about perfect moment. I mean, for me, it really is because there do be perfect moments. There do be PMs. There do be perfect moments. You just gotta really know because if a woman does something, it's like catch a tiger by his toe type shit. It's like when any mini money mo type shit. Like men have the right to bark at the end of the day. It just when you feel very balanced and somebody do something that requires that type of energy, you give it. But if you see they taking you as a joke, you gotta really get away from them because they're gonna make you do something to them. That's all. But other than that, you should never hold your tongue. And you should definitely not let them think that they scaring you because they definitely not doing that. But it just levels to authority and levels to arguments and all of that. Everything is a social dynamic. But if they know you not gonna speak up, they're not gonna respect you either. Guys think I could just be quiet and not say nothing, but that's not really respectable either. Balance is respectable, and it's a time and a place to speak up and be honest and be like, listen, that shit right there, I don't agree with this, I don't agree with that. They're gonna respect it. They don't gotta like it or at all. I see women off. If you catch onto it, you gotta give some backlash, or they're gonna poke more. Bruh, you gotta vet women from the gate. Like I said, I didn't vet no woman on this app or on YouTube, so I'm not. But now I know, like, but if it's a chick in my life, trust me, man, she got one time to disrespect me. Like, I'm gonna let her know, just like I did to Shorty yesterday. Let her know who you calling retarded or who you calling this or what. Wait, hold on. Like, I'm gonna just question it. If she act like she don't know, got no home training, then listen, I'm gonna say the same thing as yesterday. I bet. That's all I'm saying in 2026. I bet. I'm not about to. I shouldn't have to raise my voice because I don't know you well enough to raise my voice and waste my energy. But if you my girlfriend and we locked in, like people thought when I was younger I was like able to control a woman because I was. But now I'm 30, bro. It's way worse. I'm not putting no fear tactics on a woman though. I'm not trying to make her fear. I'm not with that put fear on a woman shit. She just gotta like you and know that you're gonna leave her. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's why women are telling me in this channel, stop talking about women so much. Talk about why don't you just talk about this? Because when women come in here and they poison the perspectives of men, we start talking about this other shit. We like, okay, let's not talk about women. Let's not touch that. When you get in a relationship, now you don't know you lost touch. You don't know how to finger bitches. You don't know how to pull their hair. And then they got the nerve to hop on the internet talk about men are not approaching them in the gym no more. The fuck out of here. The fuck wrong with them? They're creating and crafting the guys that they don't want. They're disfiguring because your intuition or your man instinct could tell you, man, let me go ahead and talk about these women. Let me go ahead and touch on this topic. They gonna bring their ass here talking about some stupid shit about why you shouldn't talk about their ass. Fuck out of here. You ain't gonna be with me on my next date. You ain't gonna be on with me on my next date. You ain't about to pull up and link up with me. So how the fuck you gonna tell me what to talk about and how the fuck to go about this shit? Everything we talk about is about game every time. It ain't my fault that you're a woman and you came in here and ignored the fact that my name is Game Like Will. How the fuck you gonna miss that shit? And then you look in the bio, it say lifestyle and dating guru. How the fuck you gonna miss all them signs? The problem is they ain't miss them. They just don't like them. Never liked it from the beginning. But you don't gotta like it. See, women that hate something all the way up into the point where it's perfected. That's the problem. Guys that give in too. Like, damn man, maybe I should stop talking about this, man. Maybe I should. Man, fuck that shit, man. Women don't even know what it take to build Rome. They don't know what it take to build Rome. They don't know how many months, how many years it take to build Rome. Half the stuff in a man's life take the same amount of time to build Rome. They gonna come in here on one day tell you don't put an elevator on this side of the fucking thing. How the fuck you gonna tell a nigga how to get right? And we the ones who built Rome. That's why I can't take a woman serious that's disrespectful. Like you don't if you disrespect men for fun, you don't understand life. Somebody misraised you. Somebody didn't raise you right. Because even a woman who might not respect me personally, like she might just not agree with what I'm saying, she gonna move in a way that I can't hate her. I can't hate her. You know what I'm saying? Just like a real man though, like right? A man might disagree with a woman, but it always gonna end on a note where she like, damn, but I do see where he coming from. Like you said, because he might not let her get him in his feelings. I'm not even in my feelings in this video though, as much as it might sound and seem like, or y'all might sense about it. I'm just going on a rant. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going on a little rant. Ain't nothing wrong with a little rant. And sometimes I believe sometimes it's not about how you say it. you know, even though it really is. But sometimes it ain't about how you say something. It's just the fucking, if you listen to the words that I'm saying, it makes so much sense. Uh, yeah, on some create reaction type shit. Yeah, man. That's what it be, bruh. They be trying to wound a nigga. About the girl yesterday, she tried you, she wanted to see what you do. Yeah, fuck wrong with her. She seen it, alright. That's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't, I'm not checking you. I'm getting you out of here. Period. I'm not checking you. You can't, you know, stop playing with fire. You know what I'm saying? You're not even probably, you don't even probably live in my city. You just online trying to talk to a nigga and try to do that female shit. I got bigger fish to fry. You sitting here trying to disrespect a nigga like I know you. I don't even know you. Can you please put me on some eggs? What? You know, girls tend to be sinful. They into that demonic, into the demonic times. Yeah, man, fuck wrong with them. I got a chick texting me right now on Facebook. She said, I'm alright, can't complain. How are you? And I think I used to talk to her, man. That's why I hit her up again. I think I used to talk to her when back in the day a little bit. But yeah, man, that's why I'm passionate. Women want to be passionate. They want to bark on niggas whenever they want to. They got their little femininity channels, or they want to talk their shit. Let me talk my shit. Fuck wrong with y'all. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Because when you don't got nothing to say, now you a nonchalant nigga. Now you a nonchalant nigga. Nonchalant these nuts. How about that? All jokes aside, though. Respectfully, though. That's why I fuck with Charleston White, though, because he say whatever come to his head, though. I'm a little hungry, too, man. That's why I'm talking to him. I'm talking shit. I'm gonna eat some bread. What type of bread is this? Multi-grain. Well, sometimes you just gotta eat something, man. That should get you back stable, man. I ain't eat nothing all day. I was fasting. I had a smoothie yesterday, and I ain't eat nothing. I ain't eat nothing after that since. I'm gonna probably make me some rice. Literally 3 minutes in the microwave, minute rice. Put some salt on that, some sea salt on that shit. Put some amino acid. I mean, I keep saying acid. Coconut aminos. That shit tastes just like soy sauce from the Chinese restaurant, but it tastes better. It's sweeter. And maybe a little bit of hot sauce on that bitch. Oh yeah, can't forget a piece of bread on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how my night finna go. I might even hop back on live later tonight if I feel like it. But I had to knock this live out. It's already going on 11. And it's Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Saturday. So I know this is stupid, but me and my girl just broke up. You know, I want to get back together, but just need someone to help me out. So, like, what should I do? Should I leave her or try or alone or try? What's the reason? What's the biggest? Wait, what's the biggest breakup reason? Because she felt like we weren't as active as we used to be. That's your fault. That's your fault, man. Why you wasn't setting up no link ups or no? What happened? You can't lead a boring life. You gotta have some shit going on, man. Some hobbies, activities, and events. You gotta make shit liver. Like make it more alive, bro. Make it more alive, bro. What's good, Bentley Jennings? How you doing? You look kind of good. You should follow me on Instagram, game like Will30. But I'm gonna answer your question. But yeah, man, make shit more fun, man. Don't let shit die. That's where we be going wrong sometimes. We just get so used to fucking whenever we want. We just be like, man, I'm just gonna call her. It's like a booty call. It's your girlfriend. You treat her like a booty call. Now you don't lost her, man. What's the fuck wrong with you? Nah, listen, that you don't never lose them. They always lose you. Always keep that mindset, man. I don't give a fuck what you do. That's why people not gonna like me. They gonna think I'm building y'all to be assholes and narcissists. No matter what you do, always have your pride intact, man. Don't let them fool you, man. Hold on. Maybe she just said that to confuse him. That's true. She could be running game on you. 9 times out of 10, she is, because the average guy ain't got no game. So the woman is always running game. I'm gonna call you B Jennings. Just answered your poll, and I said no. I'm a woman, and I don't understand us either. Why women keep coming in here saying that shit? You the third woman in 2 days who say y'all don't understand yourselves. That's the third time I've seen that. I ain't say I don't understand y'all. This is for men. I'm asking the guys. Listen, sometimes I don't understand women holistically, but at the same time, man, I don't need to understand y'all. You don't need to understand women, fellas. Not the way you think you do. Not the way you think you do. Yeah, follow me on Insta. Game like Will30. Same name up here. I gotta eat this bread this break. I'm getting a little hard a little bit, man. I got 2 pieces of bread left. He said I should have done better. You on some Ruben Stutter shit. You on your tank shit. I think I gotta move on, you know? Yeah, man. Approach 15 women a day. That's the starting point. That's the starting point. Go outside, go to Chipotle. You probably, hey, you got a job, Aunt? I'm gonna put you down on some game, man. You got a job, bro? Take your check, go to the mall, go get yourself some food, or go when you get groceries. Grocery stores, man. 15 approaches, man. 15 approaches. Exchange Instagram or exchange numbers with as many women as possible. Set up some dates, some link ups, whatever the case. And then she gonna hit you back up. Nah, that's crazy. She said last man abuser. No, that ain't cool. Um, called a narcissist an asshole. Have respect than be called a nice guy and mistreated. Listen, man. Women want to be men so bad, and men off soften into girls. And they tell me about 72 plus genders, and they all call me crazy. Hold on, Jenny said, low key, y'all don't have to understand me. Just like understand my emotions and how I am. Like as a person, not for my body or something. Exactly. That's what this channel is all about. And that's what I tell guys, man. It's like her body is secondary or thirdary to what's going on in her emotional and her mental. You know what I'm saying? That's most guys are not as horny or fleshly as we come across. Just a lot of relationships could become about that. Um, yeah, Anthony, take your paycheck and go out, man. Go fuck some bitches, man. I know that's a crazy contradiction to what I just said. But like, listen, Bentley, what I'm trying to say is you have to put yourself out there. That's what I'm trying to tell Ant right now. You have to put yourself out there and you have to mingle in order to even connect. Hold on real quick. Yo. Mm. Who was AV? She said was that wait, she said was was good. Hey, any pretty girls in here, follow me on Instagram, game like Will 30. Like I said, all the pretty girls report to the office immediately. Principal game like Will is in the building. Hey, listen, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The topic is men should never compromise at all. Compromising does not make you sexy at all. That's my whole thing. That was my whole thing. And like I said, y'all could go back and watch the video, replay it, hype the video up, um, and things like that. Uh, I need a good guy, bro. A guy that likes me for me, not my body. Real talk, you do. And I ain't even gonna lie, like, you know what I'm saying? You need a guy that understands you. You know what I'm saying? Understands. Understands. It's about that connection. A lot of guys are losing that ability to connect the right way. And that's what women look for. But a lot of guys don't know that. You kind of talk masculine, ain't my type. Relly said you kind of talk masculine, B Jennings. Um, Anthony said, yeah, I'm always more into personality and then being real. Most guys are. That's what I'm saying. Most guys are not as materialistic as women think. Now, when you get more into this, like, I don't know. I feel like it depends. Some guys are different. Like, I can't really explain that shit. Some guys want the BBL and all that shit. They into all of that type of shit. You know, sexual attraction is different than I think than emotional like um connection and shit like that. Like you could really love somebody, or you could just be like, damn, she's sexy. I'm trying to smash. You know what I'm saying? So women could do the same thing. You're Relly said, don't let the girls brainwash you. He said, AV asking what's topic, like she can't read the title. Yo, really ruthless, man. AV look familiar though. That's the crazy part. AV look familiar. She look like somebody I used to know. Um, AV don't bro me or I'm gonna use some words. Why you gotta be rude? I just hop. Yeah, AV. I think I don't know if that's the AV I know. I grew up with it. Somebody, well, not grew up, but I knew somebody named AV something. I'm not gonna say it. Put your government out there because I don't know if that's you. But nah, how she framing already? Look how she framing already. What you mean? Jennings said I talk masculine. I don't see it. You know the thing about Relly ladies is Relly. He has the ability to sense out certain things faster than me. You know, I might miss it. You know what I'm saying? I might miss it. You know what I'm saying? AV said I'm scrolling on shorts. That's why I didn't see the title and this phone laggy. Nah, I don't know you, twin. Plus, my name's V. V? Yeah, I don't. You from Atlanta using the word using the word twin? Is it Aviance or nah? Uh, Jenny said high sound masculine. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. Why the hell she texting me? Please, I really want you back. Like, bit, you just text me. We break it up. Yeah, that's why she really told you she might be running game, bro. But then again, she might not be running game. I mean, listen, man, that shit's so confusing right there, man. I don't even know. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even know. Somebody that had another game coach I have to come in here and tell me, like, bro, I don't fucking know. A question I would ask you, Anthony, is how does that make you feel? A lot of shit could be answered when you know what you'll stand for and what you. I think this is more of a standard type of question for you. Like, you do you stand for a woman breaking up with you and then just playing with you like that? I think it's more that, bro. Like, Relly said, listen, Will, I grew up with single mom and feminine men. Of course, I pick up on it. Hold on. I'm still on live. Nigga. You too loud. I want to end the live. They can hear you. I'm about to hop off here. Like I said, y'all ladies follow me on Instagram. Oh, you from Washington? Family and brother just talk like that. Yeah, I ain't never been to Washington. I gotta travel. Like I said, my name Game Like Will on Instagram, Game Like Will 30 and stuff like that. I might go live later again. Shout out to AV, shout out to Bentley, shout out to your Relly. Uh Shout out to Anthony, man. All y'all should have subscribed by now. Sound more like you switch up on him. You deserve better men than that. But I still like him. I was talking with a senior, and I'm in 10th. He kept asking me to go in his car, and when I finally did, he switched up and started kissing me, bro, and ghosted me because I didn't want to since I wasn't dating him. So you wasn't highly sexually attracted to him? If it's confusion, it's usually manipulation. That's facts. Because if a woman like you, bro, she's gonna make it. She's not gonna be confusing. That's what's so crazy about confusion within itself. It's like because it's confusing, your logical mind digests it as confusion. Like, oh, I'm confused. What does she mean by that? But 9 times out of 10, like you said, she's doing that shit. You shouldn't be confused because what's confusing about two people that like each other? She said, but I still like him. She said, no, I wanted to hang out with him and get to know him first, but I told him I don't kiss people that I'm not dating. And then afterwards, people told me he pretends to like girls, then sleep with them. But I, LWK, still like him. Um, that's So what you gonna do? That's like a little dilemma, ain't it? But I don't have Insta. I got Facebook. I got, but just subscribe to me up here. We good. I'll be back up here. I'm usually here most times. I try to go live every day. Again, some girls saying they got no IGs. This has happened for the last 2 days on here. I even had a woman uh, emailing me because like they not lying either when they say that. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't be lying. They don't not be lying when they say that. Now, if you go to a chick in real life and ask her, they probably lying if they say no. You could bet your top dollar. You could bet your last dollar they lying. If you walk up to them in person and say you got Instagram and they say no, they lying. But here, I believe it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I'm not even trying to pick you up. You know what I'm saying? Uh I was attracted to him, but I didn't want to give something up for someone without knowing him. Yeah, I understand that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what I would tell my daughter. Uh Guys got cooties, man. I don't I'm sorry, like I don't like it. I get too many spam shit on it. Listen, I believe you. I know you ain't. I already know. You mean men saying hi to you? She must be famous. She said I'm crushing on a black boy. She like them black guys, man. Girl be thinking I'm Dominican or some shit. And no, I'm black on black. I'm black on black crime. Bentley crushing on somebody. Yeah, people avoid online because it's full of hate and stuff. But usually it's cap. Wait, hold on. AV said, on my soul, I don't have Insta. That's why I'm scrolling on shorts instead of reels. A lot of women seem like they delete Insta low key though, like trying to go. Like they seem like they a lot of women still got it, but periodically, if I believe that a woman don't got it, I believe like y'all trying to fast from it or something. Y'all trying to detox and stop comparing y'all lives to other women's lives or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, other than that, they lying and they just don't. They're not attracted to you. You know, a lot of times they be lying. They're not attracted to you, and so that's a big thing that happens too. So uh, I don't have Insta either. That's why I'm on YouTube. Man, I love YouTube, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Even I got everything. I got TikTok. I got I got all of that shit. I don't even be on TikTok. I just be on YouTube and even Facebook though a little bit. I be on Facebook. I'm back over there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I really value in real life shit over the internet. You know what I'm saying? I value even taking a walk. You know what I'm saying? Taking a walk, even just like around your parking lot. Even if you don't want to go around the whole neighborhood, your parking lot, just getting some fresh air, man. Just once a day, like shit like that, man. Shit like that. Um, I can't stand her anymore, bro. Like, why did she do this? Me, man. Just subscribe to the channel. Lock in. You gonna have some game in about by the end of December. You gonna have some game, bro. And you gonna be like, man, I don't need a bitch, man. I don't need it. It's gonna be a different version of you, man. Anthony said, bro, I'm Puerto Rican. Okay, bet. For sure, for sure, for sure. Funny thing is, I'm Mexican and British and Italian. Damn, okay. She got a little nice little mix. God really just concocted you, like just made you little. You probably, yeah, I can't really see your face too much from here, but that's a good little mix right there. I ain't gonna lie. Relly said, I'm a white boy. I thought you was black I thought you was like African this whole time, bro. Like Relly been in here for like 2 months now, 3 months. I thought he was black the whole time. But I got canceled for existing anyway. AV said I'm white and black, but people think I'm Hispanic. I do. That's the girl that I was telling you about that I thought you was. She was like mixed with something like that, like white, black. Like she wasn't just black. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like you. It's funny, but she said I'm white and black, but people think I'm Hispanic. Man, I'm about to get out of here, man. I fuck with y'all though, man. Hold on. I fuck with y'all, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna probably go live later. I'm hungry. I'm about to go eat some. And when I do this shit, I gotta put all my attention on this shit. So I got apples left. I got some apples. I got some bread. I got some rice. I gotta think. Do I want to eat fruit first or do I want to go savory? But I like to sit down. I like to be on YouTube and watch YouTube while I eat and just lock in. And like I said, let the house, because I'm somebody's here now, they talking in the background and shit. When this shit in a couple of hours calm down, they go to sleep and shit, I'll probably hop back on this shit. I ain't gonna lie. So, but right now, it's your boy Game Like Will. Much love. Much love to y'all all. I'm gonna see you on the next video. And we're gonna talk about some real shit. We're gonna talk about some real shit. My ex keeps spamming me. I might be hood, but I ain't gotta lie about my skin color. Yeah, it's just your name. You rarely sound black, bro. But yeah, man. Lovely ladies, make sure y'all subscribe. Hit that post bell notification shit. And yeah, man, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. We're gonna talk about some shit. I'm a lifestyle first, dating coach second. So we're gonna talk about life. We're gonna talk about some real shit. All type of shit, man. All type of shit. See y'all in the next video though. Game Like Will, I'm out, man. See y'all.